Good morning, warriors. Please join me in the pledge to the Bible. I pledge allegiance to the Bible, God's holy word. I will make it a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. I will hide its words in my heart that I might not sin against God. Join me in the pledge to the flag. I pledge This week we've been working through a review. We worked on the first part of the catechism questions, and now let's work on the more recent ones. This has to do with the 10 Commandments. So let's start with, how many commandments did God give on Mount Sinai?
10 commandments.
Why should we obey the 10 Commandments? Because God What do the first 4 commandments teach? What do the last 6 commandments teach? What do the 10 commandments teach? To love God. Who is your neighbor? Is God pleased with those who love and obey him? Yes. God says. Is God displeased with those who do not love and obey him? Yes. God. Very good. Our sound off this week that we are learning is, I say, greater love has no one than this. And you say that he laid down his life for his friends. So repeat after me. That he laid down his life for his friends. Your turn. That he Put it all together. Greater love has no one than this. That he We'll talk more about that later. We've also doing a review of our virtues that we have been studying this year. Virtues are a quality that we're trying to work on towards excellence. It's like a pencil. When we really get a nice sharp pencil, it just glides across the page. It works beautifully, but over time it gets a little bit duller and duller, and we have to keep working on it to make sure it's still that fine-tuning it to a point of excellence. So these are always things that we're always working on to be more and more excellent in these areas. The first virtue we talked about was piety. Piety is a proper respect for God, particularly, is the way we talked about it. Anytime we're talking about virtues, Aristotle, the great Greek philosopher, talked about virtues having things on, there's 2 ditches, like there's a road and on 2 ditches. In Nebraska, I lived on a gravel road, and there was these big ditches, and we always had to be careful not to drive in them, obviously, that would be bad. So we wanted to stay on the road. But the 2 ditches are things that when the virtue becomes an excess, or we do it too much, or to a greater degree, or too little, those are the 2 ditches that we have to stay out of. We want to do things well, but we don't want to do it to an excess or too little. So piety is a proper respect of God. On one side, and one ditch is when we do not have piety, we are irreverent. We do not put God in the proper place. We do not treat God as he should. That's demonstrated in things like when we talk about the Bible, we don't pay attention. In chapel, we don't sing, we don't participate, we don't listen. In church, we squirm around and we're not being attentive to what what people are telling us about God. Those are all things that are irreverent. On the other side is self-righteousness, thinking that I'm so good in myself, God and I are just like that, and I'm okay, and I can do kind of whatever I want because God and I are just on point. Being self-righteous is another ditch to stay out of. So piety is that proper respect, and it has to do a lot with just humility, understanding who I am before God. The second thing we talked about was faith. Faith, that is a belief in God or trust in God. On one ditch is to not have faith, to not believe. On the other ditch is that we believe too much. We're gullible. We believe everyone and everything. We don't have wisdom. The third thing we talked about was love. We want love, and love is always sacrificial. We always give of ourselves. On one ditch is indifferent. We don't love anything. We kind of don't care about anyone or anything. On the other side is we love things too much. We're so obsessed. All we think about is the video games or the movies or the books we're going to read. That's an obsession. So love is everything in its proper place and always is sacrificial. So as we think through the things we've talked about this year so far, the virtues, every day is a chance to work on those virtues. Again, it's like that pencil. We have to keep sharpening the pencil to get more and more excellent in these things. Our hymn is also a reminder, the hymn of the month is also a reminder that the best way to continue to pursue moral excellence, virtuous excellence, is gratitude, being grateful for everything. When we have that, we have the right spirit, the humble spirit before God. So let's sing, We Thank Thee. Try our sound off. Greater love has no one than this, that he laid down his life for a friend. Let's work on that moral excellency, the virtuous excellency. Keep sharpening that pencil, be more and more excellent in the thing that we're doing. The Lord be with you.